Hippies in the Vatican, Chapter 2. The rise of postmodernism deeply changed society. The 1960s saw the emergence of postmodernism, a philosophy that rejects big stories and absolute truths, favoring instead relativism and plurality. This change in thinking had a big impact on Western society, questioning and challenging all established institutions, including the Catholic Church. The Sexual Revolution. The sexual revolution of the 60s promoted a more liberal view of sexual morality, in clear opposition to the traditional teachings of the Church. This revolution created a growing gap between Catholic sexual morals and popular culture, further weakening the Church's influence on the daily lives of the faithful. Liberation theology emerged in Latin America as a movement infused with Marxism. It sought to apply the principles of the gospel to the fight against social injustice and oppression. This new theology tried to create a socialist gospel by reinterpreting the Bible with a Marxist foundation. It also proposed a Christian Marxism, where Christ and the apostles were seen as revolutionary guerrillas, generating controversy and divisions within the Church. The Second Vatican Council. This council, called by Pope John XXIII, was an effort by the Church to modernize and open up to the contemporary world, breaking in like a giant wave. Although it brought positive changes, some of its results were misinterpreted, encouraging the acceptance of modernist ideas and reinterpretations that have led to a Catholic Church more similar to the Protestant Church. Conclusion of the second chapter. The 1960s marked a turning point. Postmodernism and revolutionary movements began to radically transform the Catholic Church. Seminaries became centers for indoctrinating various ideologies and moral relativism. This has led today to a church led by elders with a revolutionary hippie spirit and a syncretism that has permeated Gnostic, Masonic, Marxist, and New Age ideas. This Molotov cocktail has resulted in a church that more closely resembles a supermarket of ideas available for all tastes. This has generated a frank decline and degradation in the Church, just as Pope Pius X predicted 120 years ago, when he denounced modernism as the mother of all heresies. This seven-headed monster gave rise to postmodernism and the relativism of the 60s. But we will talk about this in the next part. We will analyze how relativism disfigured the truth, influencing subsequent generations and producing a terrible indifference and spiritual apathy in the following decades. This profoundly affected the doctrine and practice of the Church. I am Jose Guedeño, and this was the Bell Tower of the Vendée. Give us a like and share it if you liked it. God bless you, and bye, my warriors in the Lord. This story will continue in our next installment of Hippies in the Vatican, Chapter 3.